Hello survivors and welcome to my home here on the Ark. Is keeping your feeding trough stocked up getting you down? Especially when you are halfway through raising all of those battle mounts to take on the bosses. Ever wished that there was an easier way to keep your tames from starving? Well, with the introduction of Scorched Earth and the Bob Stall Tails pack came a simple solution to make this chore a lot easier. Among other fun things like Wild Western themed cosmetics, shootable bottles, decor pieces and a piano that plays its own music, you will find the platform cart. Unlockable at player level 22, you can craft your cart at any smithy using 5 cementing paste, 10 metal ingots, 150 fiber and 150 wood. Once built, the cart simply slots onto the cart section of a number of medium-sized creatures, but they must have a saddle on for it to work. The cart provides an extra 25 armor on top of the saddle, but weighs 20 kilograms on its own. You can build on the back of it, and can even add a generator and some fridges. For this use, fridges are ideal, as they keep your food cold in transit, but any old storage box will do. Here I have some raw meat in this fridge and some berries in the other. The cart's physics are a little bit weird, but we can overlook that for what comes next. Jump onto your mount and drive your cart close to any feeding trough, like so. As soon as you get close, the food will automatically be transferred from the storage on the back of your cart to the feeding trough, instantly refilling it. Here you can see that the meat from the fridge that we had a second ago has been transferred over to the trough. I still have some berries left, but that is because the trough slot capped before all of the food was transferred over. I have refilled my fridge with some food and brought it over to my breeding pen so that we can test out how far the range on the food transfer actually is. These red blocks are on the 5th and 10th foundation respectively. At a range of 10 foundations, no food is transferred. If we go closer to a range of 5 foundations, it does transfer the food over to the trough. This is close to the maximum range from my tests, as I get mixed results on the 6th foundation, depending on where the cart lands when I stop. On the feeding trough, you have the option to disable food transfers from carts. And similarly on carts, you have the option to disable transfers to feeding troughs. My next test was to put a combination of azul berries and meat into the refrigerator, 3 stacks of meat into a storage box, and some amar berries into another separate box. I also placed some mojo berries directly into the inventory of my megaloceros that I have pulling the cart. From this test, we can see that the cart will deliver food from various different sources on its back to the same feeding trough. But it will not remove any food directly from the inventory of the creature that is pulling it. So you will need to build a dedicated delivery cart if you want to use this method to refill your feeding troughs. I hope that this quick little tip will help you in keeping your creatures fed and happy. If you liked my little discovery, consider clicking that subscribe button, leave a like or even a comment. Until next time, tot ziens! En lekker speel!